Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be going over another unique item. This one is a sword. It is actually a low-level sword that is usually found between the levels of 1 and 3. It is available in online multiplayer. It is a Falchion, and the Falchion has 4 to 8 damage, it has a durability of 30, and only a strength requirement of 30 as well. It is one-handed, thankfully, and it's called the Gryphon's Claw. Let's take a look at the Gryphon's Claw, shall we? So the Gryphon's Claw comes with 100% increased damage, which is really nice for a low-level weapon. At low levels, which don't really need a lot of 2-hit percentage, it's useful, but later on, since it has no 2-hit percentage on it at all, it actually has negative 2-hit percentage. It definitely is not going to be very good later on when you need large amounts of 2-hit percentage. In other words, you're going to have to counter that out with other pieces of gear which can give you 2-hit percentage. Not only does it not give you any hit percentage, but the -5 dexterity on it actually make your 2-hit percentage go down, because now you're going to have less dexterity than you would normally have. It also gives you a small amount of negative magic as well, which not really the biggest thing in the world if you're a melee character, because you don't really care about magic, and it's kind of a low-level item in the first place. I mean, it's not an end-game piece of equipment for sure. It's something that you put on a low-level character, you have fun with it through, like levels 1 through 5 or something like that. Maybe you use it a little bit further than that if you can get some 2-hit percentage equipment, but you'll find that without any 2-hit percentage equipment or bonus dexterity or anything to increase your actual chance to hit targets, you're going to have a hard time hitting just about anything with a weapon like this. Even though it does have decent damage of 9 to 17, it's not going to give you what you're looking for because you can't hit anything. Now, it does have a rather unique graphic, but it doesn't have a unique graphic on the ground. Kind of resembles like a Roman... What is that Roman sword? It's like a gladius? It kind of reminds me of a Roman gladius, doesn't it? Really quite interesting graphic. I mean, there's really not a lot to be said about Gryphon's Claw. It's a low-level weapon, and I think it was designed for low levels in mind. 100% damage isn't really the most crazy amount of percentage of damage. There are weapons and equipment that have much higher than 100%. King's weapons, I think, are 150, and there's definitely items that have like 200 and 300% depending on what you're looking at. So, like, definitely not the highest damage weapon, and definitely not something that you're going to use late into the game. But certainly very useful early on if you happen to find it in the early levels of the game as you're just gathering forward. The Gryphon's Claw is worth anything? Let's see.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
It is not worth anything. At 250 gold, it has relatively no value. Quite unfortunate. Poor little baby Gryphon's Claw. Not really sure about this one. I don't think there's any Diablo 2 counterpart for Gryphon's Claw. I don't think so anyway. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, like, what is going on with this one. I feel like it has a lot of negatives for very little positive. I mean, it is a Falchion, so, I mean, it's a little bit better damage than most of the starter weapons that you're going to start with anyway. Much better than the short sword, for instance. I gotta say, I really do like the graphic. I really do like the graphic. The graphic's pretty cool. Not bad at all. I tell you, if there's one thing about Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 that I really enjoy, it's the iconography. And in games like Diablo 4 and Diablo 3, they were like, you know what, who cares about iconography? And they just, like, completely covered up all the items through sockets in them, made it like next to impossible to actually see the iconography, like made the items super small and like made them all the same size so you couldn't see anything. And like some of the iconography in this game is some of the most crazy amazing stuff, like the Anvil of Fury, or like the Gryphon's Claw, or the Messerschmitt's Reaver, that we just did the video on. Like just really cool iconography. And just I don't know why it's lost in some video games where they don't think about like making cool icons for some of these items. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals joining. The Gryphon's Claw is not the most amazing item in the world, so not really much to say about it. It is missing increased attack speed, it's missing 2-hit chance, and it's really just a low-level sword that you put on your low-level characters until you find something better. As always, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you enjoy the content, and as always, keep watching.